In this step, we're going to add the top half of Pico's head. First thing you want to do is you want to use 2 hex nuts and screw 1 hex nut down on each screw coming out of the circuit. This will kind of act like a standoff. So 1 hex nut on either side. Move out the speaker wires if they're coming in the way and screw a hex nut down all the way. Now what you want to do is you want to line up these screws with these openings on the top half of the head. Now one thing you might find is that these openings might be slightly tight, so it might be difficult to slide down easily. In that case, simply take an X-Acto or a blade and scrape away a little bit to make it a little easier to slide down. And you might not need to do that, so just check first. If you feel it's too tight, just scrape away a little bit with a blade or an X-Acto. Once that is done, line up the screws with the openings. Make sure the screen is sliding up into this opening right here. Line up this screw, this screw. Make sure the camera is not getting pinched between the screen and the head. So just bend it inwards. And instead of pressing down on the head to slide it down the screws, what I prefer doing is grabbing the screw from the top and pulling. Make sure these wires are not getting pinched. They're not coming out from the confines of the head. Just press them in wherever required. And you'll feel the head slowly sliding down. This might need you to wiggle around a little bit, but once it sits in place, like it has now, use another hex nut, screw down, on the screw on this side, screw down, and screw on the other side. This will prevent the circuit from falling down. As the final step, you'll notice at the rear end, right here and right here, you're going to use these screws to clamp them down. So insert a screw through the 2 holes, insert a screw through this hole as well, and use 2 hex nuts to screw from the bottom side. This will hold the 2 halves of the head together. So this screw right here and this screw right here.